Starting out with outdoor gardening can feel a little scary, but trust me, it's way more fun than it looks. You don't need a green thumb or some magical gardening skills to enjoy a yard full of colorful blooms. There are plenty of easy flowering plants that thrive with just sunshine, a little water, and your curiosity. These beginner-friendly beauties can handle missed waterings, changing weather, and even a bit of neglect along the way. Plus they bring in butterflies and birds, making your garden feel alive. Whether you've got a balcony, a tiny yard, or a wide open space, there's something here for you. Let's walk through the 13 best outdoor flowering plants that are easy to grow and give you a quick confidence boost. Time to bring color right to your doorstep. The firecracker plant is perfect for beginners because it basically takes care of itself once you give it a sunny spot and well-draining soil. It keeps blooming non-stop with tiny tubular red flowers that look like little fireworks, and those bright blooms attract hummingbirds, which makes your garden feel way more alive without extra effort. It handles heat like a champ, and in warmer regions it can flower for up to 9 months straight, which is pretty incredible for a low-maintenance plant. Even if you forget to water it sometimes, it still pushes through and keeps growing, making it one of the most rewarding outdoor flowering plants for anyone just starting the gardening journey. Million bells are like the overachievers of beginner gardens because they bloom like crazy without asking for much back. They produce hundreds of tiny petunia-style flowers in every bright color you can imagine, and they keep going all season as long as they get sun and regular watering. They're great in hanging baskets or pots since they spread and trail beautifully, making your outdoor space look full and colorful fast. Plus they are pretty tough against pests and weather changes, so even if you are still learning the ropes, these little bloom machines will make you look like you have been gardening for years. Verbena is a total confidence booster for new gardeners because it is one of those plants that never stops blooming once it gets going. It loves full sun and does great in warm climates, staying colorful from spring right through fall, which gives you months of enjoyment with almost no effort. The clusters of tiny flowers attract butterflies and bees, so your garden becomes a mini pollinator haven while you relax. It is drought tolerant too, so if you forget a watering here or there, it still thrives and keeps spreading into a beautiful carpet of color that makes any beginner feel like a pro. Cleome is a fantastic choice for beginners because it grows tall fast and gives your garden that wow factor with almost no work from you. Its unique spider-like flowers bloom non-stop in shades of pink, white, and purple, and they can reach up to 5 feet, adding instant height and drama to any outdoor space. It thrives in full sun and handles heat really well, so it keeps performing even in the hottest summer days without constant attention. Cleome also attracts butterflies and hummingbirds, turning your yard into a lively spot, and since it reseeds easily, you often get new plants next season for free, which is always a win when you are just getting into gardening. Black-eyed Susan is one of the easiest flowering plants you can start with because it is tough, cheerful, and keeps blooming for months even if you miss a few waterings. Those bright yellow petals with the dark center give your garden that classic summer look, and they stand strong through heat, wind, and changing weather without needing constant fussing. Pollinators absolutely love them, so you will notice more butterflies and bees stopping by, which makes your outdoor space feel alive and healthy. They also spread over time, filling more of your garden each year, so a small start can turn into a big colorful display that boosts your confidence as a beginner gardener. Daylilies are a beginner gardener's best friend because they are almost impossible to mess up and still look stunning year after year. They thrive in full sun but can handle a bit of shade, and once they settle in they need very little watering thanks to their strong root systems. Each flower may only last a day, but new blooms keep popping up non-stop during the season, giving you weeks of bright yellows, oranges, and reds without lifting a finger. They tolerate heat, poor soil, and even city pollution, which makes them one of the most reliable outdoor flowering plants for anyone just starting the gardening journey. Portulaca is one of those plants that makes beginners look like total pros because it thrives in places where most flowers would completely give up. It loves full sun and can handle extreme heat and drought since its succulent-like leaves store water, which means you barely need to worry about watering. The bright neon-like blooms open up each sunny morning and come in so many colors that even a small patch looks like a vibrant summer party. It spreads beautifully in garden beds or hanging baskets and keeps going strong all season, turning low effort into high-impact color for any outdoor space. CELOSIA is a great pick for beginners because it delivers bold color and unique textures without demanding much in return. Its flame-shaped or feathery blooms come in bright reds, oranges, and pinks, and they stay vibrant from early summer all the way into fall as long as they get plenty of sun. It grows well in average soil and handles heat like a champ, so you do not need to hover over it or worry about constant watering. CELOSIA also attracts butterflies and makes amazing cut flowers, so you get that instant garden to vase moment that makes you feel like you know exactly what you are doing right from the start. Geraniums are a beginner favorite because they bloom non-stop and stay looking fresh even if you forget about them for a bit. They love sunshine and only need occasional watering to reward you with clusters of red, pink, or white flowers that brighten any porch or patio fast. They handle heat well and resist many common garden problems, so you are not constantly fighting pests or diseases. Plus they are super versatile, working great in pots, window boxes or garden beds, making them one of the easiest ways to get colorful results while you are still learning the gardening game. Hibiscus is the kind of plant that instantly makes your beginner garden feel like a tropical getaway with those huge bold flowers that can reach the size of your hand. It loves soaking up the sun and just needs regular watering to keep pumping out those stunning pink, red or yellow blooms all summer long. Even though it looks fancy, it is surprisingly tough and can handle heat and humidity better than most flowering plants. The best part is how much it attracts hummingbirds and butterflies, so with a hibiscus in your yard you get non-stop color and a lively vibe without any complicated care routines. Shasta daisies are one of the most beginner-friendly flowers because they are tough, cheerful and come back every year with even more blooms than before. They love full sun and only need occasional watering once they're established, which makes them super low effort but high reward. Those classic white petals with sunny yellow centers brighten up any garden, and they stay looking fresh from early summer into fall without much attention. They also attract butterflies while resisting pests and poor soil, so they just keep thriving and spreading, giving you that instant garden success feeling every new gardener loves. Dahlias are a thrilling pick for beginners because they deliver some of the biggest and boldest blooms you will ever see in a home garden with almost no advanced skills needed. They love sunshine and regular watering, which is pretty much all you must remember, and in return they give you endless colors, shapes and sizes that look like something straight out of a flower show. Once they get going, they bloom from midsummer all the way to the first frost, so your yard stays bright and lively for months. They make stunning cut flowers too, so you can fill vases indoors and feel like a gardening legend even if this is your very first season growing. SUNPATIENS are one of the easiest flowering plants for beginners because they grow fast, fill in space beautifully and bloom non-stop without making you work hard. They handle both full sun and partial shade, which is rare for a plant that stays this colorful, and they keep the bright petals glowing even on hot, humid days. As long as you give them regular watering, they just keep growing bigger and fuller, turning any small garden spot or pot into a lush, colorful display. They're also resistant to most common garden issues, so you can relax and enjoy the show while SUNPATIENS do all the work, making you look like you have been gardening for years. And that is all it takes to turn any outdoor space into a colorful, beginner-friendly garden that makes you smile every time you step outside. These plants do not need a lot of fussing or fancy techniques, just a little sunlight, some water and your excitement to watch them grow. If you are ready to keep learning and add even more easy beauties to your garden, let me know in the comments which one you are trying first. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel and hit that bell so you never miss another gardening tip. Happy growing, and I will see you in the next one.